everyone. I'm Kendall Tyson, the host of Black and Abroad, and today I wanted to offer you a special episode giving you a more detailed look into why I chose to create this particular show, Black and Abroad. As a mental health professional, as a professional school counselor working in education for the last 14 years, I've learned that I created Black and Abroad because I wanted to highlight the lived experiences of Black expats of the diaspora and how they impact their communities, how they journeyed into living abroad all over the world, and specifically how they prioritize their mental health as Black people with different cultural understandings and different cultural influences and attitudes about mental health. So this platform is a window into the types of opportunities that are available to Black people worldwide when it comes to living outside of their home countries. I've met some amazing people while living abroad. I've lived in, if you follow me on any social media, then you know that I've lived in Beijing, China since August 7th, 2018. That's my China-versary. So I've been here for 4 going on 5 years, and I can definitely say that it has been one of the best experiences of my life. When I talk to people, they're often like, "You're such a risk taker." And I've never seen choosing to come abroad as taking a risk, right? I've always, since I was little, my mother can attest to this for sure. Since I was little, I've always wanted to live internationally, travel internationally. And when I got the opportunity to do so, I jumped on it. I didn't think about it twice. And it's definitely been a real tool for personal development, for professional growth, for gaining a sense of independence, gaining a deeper sense of self, learning how resilient I am as an individual, and also learning that I am not an island, and that in order to not just survive but to thrive, I had to learn how to cultivate external systems of support. So, Black and Abroad was an idea that I had a while ago. And I just didn't know what to do, how to do it. I get ideas, a dime a dozen on a daily basis. But I felt like there was something in this particular idea when it comes to letting people share their stories, right? Talk about their journeys to becoming expats, their understandings about themselves and mental health, and the ways in which they've changed and grown as people from this experience. And I think that being able to give voice to these types of experiences is a really good way to show other individuals that may be wondering, if they too can become expats, live abroad, work abroad. It kind of gives permission and demonstrates that there's another level of life, like another phase of life to be lived if you choose to become an expat. No matter what your career, there's lots of opportunity for us. We're skilled people, we're knowledgeable, and I think that wherever we belong in every space, right? While I've learned since, I learned since living abroad, and this is something definitely that was reinforced while I was living in the US, and I'm from Texas, that every space might not be created for us, but we deserve to take up space everywhere, right? The world is better when it's diverse. The world is better. The world is healthier when there's diversity of culture, diversity of thoughts, diversity of, people. When you get people from all over the world and all walks of life that are able to come together to create things, right? And when I think about education, the research definitely states that learning from a diverse group of people helps student outcomes. Currently in Beijing, this is my second international school, and what I've learned is our faces are few and far between, Black people in education. But they are definitely needed. Our faces, our experiences, the warmth that we give, the love that we have, the knowledge that we have, the expertise that we have are definitely needed in spaces abroad, right? And the only way to be able to change climates and cultures in schools is to begin to progress as the world progresses, right? And so I encourage all of my friends, whether you are single, whether you're partnered, whether you are married, to heavily consider, do your research about moving abroad. There are so many countries that are amenable to having a slower pace of lifestyle or a faster pace of lifestyle, being able to travel safely, observing obviously safety standards, but just being able to travel and see the world. And that's definitely one of the things that I was attracted to. I love to travel. And, coming here has afforded me the opportunity to, when we could travel more readily, more freely, the opportunity to just be able to engage in different cultures and immerse myself in different environments, and to be able to write about different places that I've gone, share these stories with individuals back home. And I sometimes feel like there are people that are living vicariously through some of my expeditions. So hopefully I'll be able to re-engage in traveling once the Winter Olympics in Beijing is over, communicating and conversing with Black people from, different countries. And what the common thread that I find is that we're all intrepid, right? We all have this thread of bravery that, courses through us, and it's paid off in spades, right? Everyone that I know here in Beijing has a side hustle. They're creative, or they utilize some gift to enhance their experience here. We have what I've noticed is that a lot of us have a knack for being able to commune with a diverse group of people, to create something out of nothing, to showcase our talent, to put our respective countries and states and cities on the map. Let's go Texas, Huntsville, Texas, specifically. And what I also learned is that through these conversations, a lot of us are doing things to impact our communities. A lot of us are, literally all of us, everyone that I've spoken with, we're family oriented. We want not only the best for ourselves, but we want the best for our loved ones here and back home. And sometimes those dual identities can be a bit challenging when it comes to who are you, setting boundaries, living your best life. And the individuals that I've been able to communicate with thus far are really doing some internal work to not only better themselves, but be a really good spokesperson, a healthy spokesperson for their families, for their respective communities, and to bring people together. That's something that I've learned as well, that they are agents of change. Whether they know it or not, that's definitely what I've been able to see in each of the individuals that I've been able to interview. And on the subject of mental health, the story has often been with the interviews that I've, hosted, that growing up, these weren't necessarily conversations that we were privy to having. There were so many other life things that took precedent, be it, survival, or, education, or family, that mental health really wasn't the topic of the day. So I am really grateful for the individuals that I've spoken with that have given up their time to be able to share these very intimate details of where they are in their life and their childhood and whatever they seek for their future to the world, or to whomever chooses to view this series. What I want the world to know is that one, we belong in all spaces. We enhance every space that we occupy, right? I want, fellow Black people that are thinking about traveling abroad to know that there's opportunity out here. You just gotta, take the opportunity, take the risk, plan, and I would say do your research, identify what it is that you want to do abroad, if that's an option for you. Where would you like to live when it comes to what country that you want to move to? What are some of the, values that you ascribe to that align with you internally, and you identify places that can help bring that out in you. Do you like the cold? Climate is really important because right now in Beijing, it has been snowing and it's cold. So if you are not a fan of the cold, I suggest you put that at the top of your list because it will definitely impact your mental health and your ability to thrive wherever you choose to live. And I also want you to consider, how utilizing living as an expat can help further the rest of your life. I have a strategic plan, right? Being here in Beijing has afforded me the opportunity to pare down when it comes to some of my worldly possessions. It's afforded me the opportunity to save, to invest, to pay off debt. I want to be fully debt free when I move back to the United States in a few years. And, most importantly, it's given me the opportunity to reinvest into my business. So having a strategic plan is going to be something that's going to help you fulfill that best hope that you have for yourself. And I truly believe that, living as an expat is a vehicle to help you accomplish those goals. It's a great tool for self-discovery, right? You don't necessarily have to run from something to go somewhere, but as an expat, you will definitely, if you're open to the process, you will definitely learn a lot about yourself, your resilience, your morals and values, what is important to you, the things that help you live a more authentic life. I would say those are some of the key elements of some things that I've learned living abroad. And honestly, I think that being here has strengthened my relationship with my family and my friends. I miss them dearly. And it's moments like a few days ago when my sister had my third niece, Trinity, that it stings a little that I can't be there to hold her or to comfort Imani, or to just sit and chat with Naomi, or to, just talk face to face with my parents or my best friends back home. But thank goodness for technology, So if anyone is like, I don't want to go because I'll miss my family, I understand that, right? That's a valid concern. But then you got to think about, like, when it comes to, as you evaluate your life and the things that have made it more in alignment with who you want to be, what would some of those things be? And what are some things that you can do that's going to help you step more into who you are, who you're meant to be, and to be more independent? So I think that being a Black expat is one of the things that has definitely enhanced my life. I'm grateful for the volunteers that have chosen to participate and share themselves with the world, and hopefully inspire others to join this exclusive club of people. Being a Black expat has helped connect me to other amazing Black expats in other parts of the world. For instance, Portugal. I know people in the UAE. I literally know people everywhere, and that just means that I have more places to travel to when the world opens back up more safely, right? So, I think I'll end with saying that explore the world. You have an opportunity to, and if you're at a place in your life where you're looking for more and you have the opportunity to live more flexibly, I would definitely consider becoming a Black expat. You don't have to go too far. You don't have to be like me and be on the complete other side of the world with a 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-hour flight There are options available to you that are closer to home, but that still give you that sense of adventure to craft the type of life you want and chart your own course. So, yeah, I hope that you tune into the series Black and Abroad. You can go to YouTube, my YouTube channel, Aspire Counseling and Wellness Center, to watch the series. We are going to air our first interview on February 1st, 2022, the start of Black History Month. We will have a series of interviews with some dope people that are doing some great things in their respective countries, and still being able to positively impact their communities back home. Yeah, feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can follow me on Instagram at brownskinned_ambition, and my business Instagram is at Aspire Counseling Well. I share lots of mental health tips. I share what it's like to be a black expat living her best life in Beijing. And yeah, feel free to follow me on Facebook. It is facebook.com/AspireCWC. And if you have any questions about, the process of becoming a Black expat, reach out. You can email me, you can message me on any of my social media. I'll do what I can to help direct you to some reputable ways in which to get connected. And I would definitely say for any Black expats that are watching, please download the app Expat on your what they call them, app stores. It's an app developed by Char Winter. She's in Portugal right now. And follow her on Expat Chats. That is XPATCHATS on Instagram. It's a wealth of resource. There are Black expats everywhere in the world. And I think that the more that we're able to connect with one another, the better that we're all going to be. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I want to say thank you for tuning in to my little why, Black and Abroad. And I hope that you're able to view the series when it airs, that you leave your constructive comments, that you share with your communities, and that if you are able, you consider making the leap to becoming another Black expat. I will see you all soon. Please make sure that you are taking care of yourselves and that you are prioritizing your mental health. Peace.